Well, I think I have probably made the decision. We have pretty much taken Man United pretty far as we can get them. We've won pretty much. We've won every major trophy in England, so I think it is time to move clubs. Hello, welcome to Club 4, Part 55 of the Globe Explorer. In today's episode, we're going to be looking for a new job, but before we do take a look and see what jobs are on offer, let's take a look at our end of season review. As you can see, we did win the quadruple this year. Well, the unofficial quadruple, still quadruple. We won the European South American Club Challenge. We won the UEFA Super Cup, the Carabao Cup, and the Premier League. So, brilliant way to possibly end our tenure with Man United. So, newest arrivals coming in this year with Van der Velden. Absolutely, he's a good centre back. Luis Suarez, I personally thought he played okay. Declan Rice, it's just a loan signing. It's like we couldn't find a decent young CDM, but he's a good player. Retiring at the end of the season. Then Katej, absolutely superb jokes. Same with Nadia, he'll have a very bright future ahead of him. Then Premier League, you know the story. We won that. Then Champions League, we got knocked out in the semi-final. So hopefully win it this year, albeit with Man United or a different team. So biggest win this year was a 9-1 win over Derby County. Our match to remember was a 6-2 win over Everton. Goal of the season went to Josh Briggs for his goal against Stoke. Then reputation is pretty much the same. We ain't gonna go any higher unless Man United win the Champions League. Annual revenue's gone down a little bit, but some bits have gone up, some bits have gone down, so not too bothered about that. Most popular shirt sales have been Giancarlo, Edwards, Nine, Duarte, and Federico. Wow, Federico's a surprising one. Then best 11 for this year was Simon, Polito, Van der Velden, Martelli, and Suarez. Goose and Nine. Then we had Carlo, Federico, Duarte, and James Edwards. I must admit, that probably is our best 11, I think. So, as you can see, I won the manager of the month for August, November, January, February. So that's very good. Fans player went to James Edwards. Young player went to Ethan Goose. Obviously, Max van der Velden did get signing of the season. James Edwards finishes top goal scorer second season in a row. I think it was second season in a row, might be third or fourth, with 42 goals. Giancarlo, most assists, 21. I mean, that is absolutely amazing. Right, don't need to look at that. Don't need to look at that at all. Right, we will see what the board wants us to do next year if we don't get another job. So they want us to play entertaining football, that's fine. High tempo pressing football, that's fine. Again, make the most of set pieces, that's fine. Sign players under the age of 23 for the first team, that's fine. Players attacking football, that's all good, I think. Right, let's have a meeting. Hi guys. Right, I think we're just going to retain the title. I think that's pretty much standard now. I've got nothing else to talk to you about now. You can all go on your holiday. Where shall we go for our training camp if I'm still in charge? Let's go to the USA. Yeah. Right, so obviously this is the squad at the moment. I'm not really gonna bother. I'm not gonna really do much transfer business unless I really know if what's happening in this episode. So I think we are probably gonna try and get a couple job interviews, but it all depends on what clubs are hiring, because Juventus are hiring, but there's a problem. They're not in the Champions League anymore. They're not really. What's been there? What have they done the past couple of seasons? Okay, third, fourth, fifth, eighth. They're on a downward trajectory, I think. Are they on a downward trajectory? Come on, can we see it? Can we go to the top? I think they probably are. I don't think. Yeah, I don't know. We might go Juventus. We might not. Who is favourite for that job? Milos Miljevic, who's the manager of Sofia, but who's under threat? Obviously, Liverpool's out for the question. We're not going there. Obviously, there's not many. That's the only they finished 17th. So I think we'll keep a close eye on it. If anything interesting pops up, I'll obviously let you know. But in the meantime, we'll just come back beginning of the transfer window or when something exciting happens. It's the beginning of the transfer window. Nothing exciting has happened just yet, but we have applied for the Juventus job because I do believe they're probably good enough to win the Champions League, albeit with an aging squad. But I'm all right with a rebuild. We did a similar thing to Man United, but I'm hoping Juventus have just that a little bit more money. But we haven't had a job interview just yet. Hopefully that should be coming up in the next couple of days, hopefully. So we've been rumoured with Danilo Roventini was scouting him, but obviously I'm not going to do much transfer business unless I know I'm actually going to be staying at Man United, which I very much doubt it. I am keeping a very close eye on the available jobs, but at the moment it's just the Juventus job that's really caught my eye, but nothing else has popped up yet. But we'll see. Obviously, Hertha, well, they're not really. They're not even a Champions League team. So, um, so that's the way the jobs are going to go. If they're in the Champions League, I'm going to go for it. If they're in around the Europa League, Europa Conference League spots, I'm obviously going to go for it. Or any big teams like Juventus, or any teams that have just missed out on European spots, I am going to go for them because I think we need a new challenge. So hopefully, in the next clip, I should be having my interview at Juventus. Well, it does look like we're going to be staying at Man United for just one more season. Potentially, we might move during the season, but I very much doubt that because our Juventus job application was unsuccessful. That's because the Juve board have been unable to reach a compensation agreement with your current employers, so that is why we didn't get the job interview. I tried asking the board to let me go, but they weren't having any of it. So at current time of recording, I am staying at Man United. We play Brighton in the Community Shield. Why? Oh yeah, because they won the FA Cup, we won the Premier League. I guess that's a rematch then. So yeah, it's a bit annoying because I don't really want to do another season at Man United, but look at that. There's not really many jobs going, is there? So obviously, I think if Milos Miljevic goes, I think Sofia won't be a bad job because they are in Europe, albeit Europa League, but still Europe at the end of the day. But obviously, I don't think there's any other managers potentially leaving. Who's insecure? Dijon and Congo. Not really. It's not really worth applying for that. But we'll see. We'll see. But at the moment, I think back to normal. Let's do some transfer business. So it's currently the 5th of July. We have not sold anyone yet. We're in the process of loading a few players out. We have actually signed one player so far, and that is Kalim Dykes. Kalim Dykes. He is a English centre midfielder, deep line playmaker as well. So that's what we were kind of looking for, that Declan Rice replacement. He's currently 2 stars of current ability, 4.5 star potential. He's already a decent Premier League player, so not a bad little player, I'd say. We have signed him from Swansea for 11.5 million. Played quite a lot of matches for Swansea last season, so not too bad. I think he can definitely make a step up into the Premier League. I'm not sure how much game time he'll get, but we'll give him some some game time. This is what the transfer budget is currently looking like. Still got £77 million to spend. Still got well over £1 million left on the wage budget. We have had an offer for Valenzuela, but it's a straight rejection. 40.5 million up front, 58 million in the installments bit, but just not enough. If they were like offering like 70 million, like 100 million, I think I would have accepted that. But 40 million, I mean, his value is like 58 to 66, so that is completely not enough. But having said that, the squad is looking quite big, but Valenzuela is not one of those players I'm willing to sell. I think Federico probably goes because I'm not sure what his current what his ability is. What's Federico's ability? 3 stars. I think he goes along with Dylan Davis. I think Dylan Davis' time at this club is probably done. Maybe Gies as well, because obviously we've got Nardiello coming through. I wouldn't mind trying to get in another right winger. So I expect some transfer business coming up in the near future. So I'm not sure how much of it will get done in the short space of time we have left until our first game of the season. Obviously, we do have the Community Shield. I'm not going to bother showing you that because I think we can beat Brighton. Actually, we will beat Brighton, so I'm not going to show that as a meaningless trophy anyway. So, and in other news, no available jobs at the moment. Who did Juventus? Who? Let's have a look. Let's see who did Juventus employ. Tobias Schweinsteiger. Who was he manager of? Oh, he wasn't manager of anyone. So, okay. So, I guess I will see you all just before we play our first Premier League game of the season, where hopefully I will have signed a couple players, maybe a couple youngsters, maybe a first team player, who knows, maybe sold a few players. Oh, here we go. We have reached the beginning of the brand new Premier League season. Still at Man United. I'm not sure how. I'm fairly sure I won't make it to the end of the season. If I do, that means no jobs have taken my interest. So this we have actually signed a couple new players before I do introduce next season's squad, and we have also sold a few. Obviously, Alfonso Davies left us on a free transfer to join our team. Federico Dovido has joined Marseille for 48.5 million. A little bit of a loss, but I'm not really too bothered about that because he didn't really play much last season. He wasn't really that good, but we have replaced him with a top quality player. Then Janelle Williams has joined Plymouth on loan. Lars Gaze has joined Lens for 62 million. I think we made a pretty big profit on him. Pretty much doubled our profit on him, so that is very good. Then we have loaned out a whole bunch of youngsters. Angelo Costa has joined Sporting. Evan Yaus has joined Nottingham Forest on loan. Umar Ahmed has joined Lille. That's the left back that has got 6 caps for England, who has not played a single game for us. Bit confusing. I don't know how he's somehow got into the England squad. He must be good, but what's his stats been like? I mean, it's not really good, is it? But he's placed the England manager, so I'm not going to complain. Then we load out Alex Brazil to Bournemouth. Dylan Davies has gone out on loan to Lyon. I think with a view to become permanent. We have got a optional future fee of 64 million. I didn't put that in. That was Lyon. Giovanni Marino, one of our 5-star potential youngsters, has joined Hanover on loan, and one of our other youngsters, from one of our other 5-star potential youngsters, Stefan Mangiantini, has joined Plymouth on loan. Then we've only signed 3 players. One of them you've already met, so we'll just introduce him again briefly. So this is Caden Dykes. He is a English centre mid, 18 years old, 2 stars current ability, 5-star potential, well 4.5. He's a good championship player at the moment, but potentially Premier League. We signed him from Swansea for 11.5 million. He's pretty much going to be backup to Ethan Goose. I didn't see this at the time, but he's a wonder kid. I didn't know that. I mean, his value pretty good. We're going to make a profit on him when Man United come to sell him. Their next signing is David Pearson. He is a French central attacking midfielder, 4 stars of covering ability, leading Premier League player. Re-signed him from Rennes for £82 million. No, I don't think we did overpay for him, just by his value now, 162 to 203. So I think we paid the right amount for him. We might make a profit on him, but be happy to sell him. Might make a slight loss, but it doesn't really matter. The last signing, but not least, is Carlos Estevez. He is a Spanish right winger, 2 stars current ability, 4-star potential, decent championship player, but leading Premier League player. He is on loan from Paris Saint-Germain for the rest of this season. Paris Saint-Germain want him to be an important player. I don't think that's going to happen. He's very much going to be Giancarlo's backup. So this is what the squad will look like in this season. Obviously, some changes are subject to happen. Obviously, players might leave, players might join. So at the moment, this is not our best 11. Let's just get in our best 11 so we can have a look at it. So obviously, we've got Simon in goal, Clanchair as backup, Briggsy as our first choice right back, Polito as backup, Martelli and Passafiumi as the centre backs, along with Van der Velden, who apparently is our best left back. I'm not sure how I feel about that. Obviously, Luis Suarez will be. We'll just get Luis Suarez in the team so we don't get too confused. So we've got Martelli and Passafiumi as the centre backs, along with Van der Velden and Katej. There's not really any I don't really have a good partnership with any of them. They chop and change pretty much every game because they're just really good. Then left backs, we've got Suarez as our first choice. Then who's our backup? Who do we have as backup? We don't have a backup left back because Alphonso Davies left us on a free transfer. I completely forgot. We will have a left back in tomorrow's episode, I can assure you. But for the time being, Van der Velden can be the backup left back. Then the deep line playmaker for this season's are Ethan Goose and who's our Dykes as our backup, Naim as our Masala, Morangan as the backup, or they can chop and change, but they're both fairly good. Morangan is 4th choice centre mid, so he's our backup. Then Naim is first choice. Then Carlo is our right winger for this season, along with Estevez. So we've got Pearson as the centre attacking midfielder, and along with who's the other centre attacking mid? Palumbo, there he is. Then Duarte as the left winger, then along with Valenzuela as the backup, sort of first choice. I think he's actually better than him, so I expect Valenzuela might get a lot of game time this year. We have had a couple of offers in for him, but just a straight rejection, not enough money being given. So there we've got Edwards up front, along with Dane Darley, the Great Dane, as the backup. That's what he's known as, the Great Dane. So we have had a couple of loan offers, but just not interested in loaning him out because he's going to be our backup for this year and the foreseeable future until Edwards eventually leaves. Then he'll become our first choice striker. I very much doubt that, but we'll see. So, and of course, I forgot to mention, we did win the Community Shield on penalty shootout. The Great Dane missed the penalty to win the match, but thankfully Giancarlo did score the winning penalty. So that is our first trophy of the season. Well, it's a pretty rubbish trophy to win, but it's our first trophy nonetheless. So I will see you all in the next episode where we'll be playing our first Premier League matches of the season. I know I keep saying this probably will be my final season as Man United manager or of this side, depending on what happens. So I will see you all in the next episode where we'll be playing our first Premier League fixtures of the season against Wolves and Sunderland. If you have enjoyed today's video, please give it a thumbs up, subscribe to the channel for more Daily Football Manager videos, and thank you very much for watching.